breaking stories that impact the Northland most. Turn to CBS3.
Tonight, we're learning more about last night's voter turnout in the Twin Ports and why some ballots were not fully filled out.
Plus, a Duluth police officer is on leave after being arrested last week, and the department says an investigation is underway.
But first, the man convicted of burning down a Duluth synagogue is arrested once again. Now, officials are deciding what comes next.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. The man convicted of burning down a Duluth synagogue is back in police custody tonight after violating probation orders for a second time. Police arrested Matthew Amiot on a warrant Tuesday night around 7:30. Amiot, who is homeless, first violated terms of his probation several days after admitting he started the September fire at a Das Israel congregation. Then he failed to show up at the Chum shelter in Duluth, followed by a meeting with his probation officer. On Monday, as part of his probation, he reported to Bethel, an inpatient treatment facility in Duluth, but after doing so, walked away.
He was found and arrested last night and remains behind bars tonight. But one of many questions remains. How is it a person who was sentenced to jail for burning down a synagogue is able to just disappear at will? CBS3's Emma Quinn joins us now to explain what comes next for him. Emma.
During his sentencing in October, Judge Sean Florkey ordered Amiot to serve 90 days in jail for starting the fire that burned down the 118-year-old synagogue. Judge Florkey said the jail time would be stayed should a treatment bed open up for Amiot, which it did on Monday. During the sentencing, Judge Sean Florkey had these words for Amiot. Take a listen.
So we'll hold you accountable, we'll give you resources, and we'll watch you. If you do it, great. If not, we got a cage.
St. Louis County court officials say what happened twice now with Amiot isn't a rare occurrence when it comes to people serving probation. The county says it's making a concerted effort to provide treatment as opposed to time behind bars. That's the reason Amiot was ordered to an inpatient facility once a bed opened up, rather than finishing his 90-day sentence. Assistant County Attorney Vicki Wanta says the end goal of probation is rehabilitation.
The courts are usually going to want to try to get a defendant into treatment to hopefully fix these long-term, deep-rooted issues, hoping for more long-term effects.
And what happens now is a conversation between Amiot's probation officer and the court to decide what comes next. And regarding the public concerns about Amiot being out on the street, Wanta says the court will always give a defendant the opportunity to address their problems, but didn't speak on why he's not being more closely supervised. To get more answers on how this could happen, we also reached out to the county attorney Mark Rubin and Bethel, the treatment center Amiot was supposed to be in now. We're waiting for a word from them. It's also not immediately clear what happens next for Amiot, but we'll keep you posted.
All right, thanks, Emma. Meanwhile, the Das Israel congregation released a short statement regarding Amiot's arrest. They said they feel Amiot needs help and should not be out on his own.
A 22-year veteran of the Duluth Police Department is on leave tonight after being arrested for allegedly drunk driving. Officer Daryl Diver was charged with DUI and refusing a breath test last week. According to court documents, the 48-year-old was off duty around 10 o'clock the night of Monday, October 28th. That's when a Duluth police officer stopped him near 9th Avenue and Central Entrance after watching him hit several curbs and almost another car. That officer called the Minnesota State Patrol. Diver told the state trooper he had 7 or 8 drinks that night. Authorities say Diver was slurring his words and stumbled when he got out of his car. He was arrested and refused a breath test. Duluth police say an internal investigation is underway. Diver is due in court next month, and police would not say whether Diver is on paid or unpaid leave.
Police say a driver ran a stop sign and hit an ambulance this morning in Duluth. It happened just after 10 a.m. near Central Entrance and Blackman Avenue. Police say a 19-year-old was cited for not yielding to an emergency vehicle or a stop sign. The driver also had expired registration and no insurance. The ambulance crew was treated at a Duluth hospital. No word on their condition tonight.
Public records show the Minnesota Department of Human Services violated state law more than 200 times over the last year.
This comes after it awarded $52 million in contracts and grant commitments without proper documentation. Records obtained by the Star Tribune show employees sometimes allowed vendors and grantees to perform work without finalized contracts, while in other cases, employees bought products such as software without required permission. The newspaper reports the records taken together suggest a pattern of financial mismanagement.
Department officials say the agency has safeguards preventing money from going out the door in such situations. Several legislators, however, say the violations put the agency at risk for misusing taxpayer dollars.
Let's head over now to Dave for a quick look at the weather. Dave, I woke up to some snow this morning.
Yeah, a lot of folks did. That
Yeah.
lighter snow did come across thanks to that low pressure system trying to work over a high. Now that low is over towards Michigan, and its tail end could bring another chance of flurries tonight. But a second high pressure system come charging in from the northwest should try to clear things up tomorrow, but also cool things down even farther than they've been. Though for the weekend, we just might warm up just a hair. Here's our day planner for Thursday. Kids getting out the door about 10 to 12 degrees above zero. Bundle up. A little bit of sunshine hits us around noon, and maybe it'll cling to the sky around 3 o'clock as well, but 25, the top temp is about 15 degrees colder than normal. If we have a warm-up hitting us on Saturday, how much warmer will we get? I'll let you know in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. More than 21,000 Duluthians voted in yesterday's election, but what might be more interesting is how many of those people didn't fill out the entire ballot. For example, in the at-large city council race, voters were asked to vote for 2 candidates to fill 2 seats. But about 7,500 people, or a third of everyone who cast a ballot, only voted for 1 or didn't vote for anyone.
This is a process called undervoting, and it's something we also saw in yesterday's school board races. More than 2,000 decided not to vote for the school board's at-large seat. CBS 3's Caitlin Moffitt joins us now to break down what numbers like these mean in such tight races. Caitlin.
Yeah, Kristen and Tony, when it comes to the city council and school boards at-large seats, the number of undervotes Tuesday could have been enough to actually sway the election outcome. Experts say undervoting is something candidates can try to use to their advantage. Instead of only campaigning for voters' support on Election Day, they also ask voters to forego their right to choose another candidate in that same race. The goal is to further the distance between themselves and the next closest candidate. We asked City Clerk Chelsea Helmer if that concerns the city at all, and she says they leave the campaigning to the candidates. But she did say, as the city's election administrator, she wants to see the most people completely exercising their right to vote.
If you have the opportunity to vote for 2 candidates, you have the opportunity to vote for 2 candidates. And so we like to see voters exercising their right to vote, but of course that is their choice as well.
Election judges at each precinct were tasked Tuesday with reminding voters they had the chance to vote for 2 candidates in that at-large race. So, was undervoting actually a problem last night? Well, let's take a look at the numbers in each race. You can see only about 250 votes separated incumbent Noah Hobbs from the second-place vote-getter Eric Forsman last night. So those 7,500 undervotes could have played a big role depending on which candidate they went to. The 2,000 undervotes for the Duluth School Board at-large race could also have made a difference. Elena Oswald won that race by about 1,800 votes. The 200 voters who didn't weigh in on the mayoral race wouldn't have mattered as much, as incumbent Emily Larson won that race by almost 6,000 votes.
Thanks, Caitlin. Meanwhile, also a first for Duluth politics on Tuesday after voters elected Janet Kennedy to the Duluth City Council. Kennedy becomes the first African-American to serve on the council, serving West Duluth. Kennedy defeated Jeannie Kosnesny with 51% of the vote. Kennedy says she'll focus on housing, transportation, and economic development. The president of the Duluth NAACP, Stefan Weatherspoon, weighed in today on Kennedy's win.
All the conversations that we have as a community, all the things that we fight for, all the things that we bring awareness to, she will bring that to the table and she will talk about it. And we want to see some tangible change, and that is fair and equitable across the board.
Kennedy takes over the seat held by longtime city councilor Jay Fosley, who did not seek re-election.
Hayward taxpayers said no last night to a referendum to help pay for a new town hall. Voters rejected the measure by a vote of 299 to 149. The building was estimated to cost $5 million. Currently, the fire department, highway department, police department, and town offices are all located at the Hayward Town Hall. Yesterday's vote was an advisory referendum. The town board will now hold a special meeting to decide how to proceed. Officials estimate the cost of the project will increase by $250,000 each year if it's prolonged. Meanwhile, on the Iron Range, voters in Aurora re-elected their mayor for another term Tuesday night. Doug Greger received 290 votes, while challenger David Meyer received 68 votes. Norma Joffs and Talisha Honkala were also re-elected to their city council seats.
U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar has qualified for the next month's DNC debate. Klobuchar's office made the announcement today, saying it will be her 6th event. Ballotpedia reports 5 others have qualified for the debate, which will be held in Los Angeles on December 19th. PBS NewsHour and Politico are partnering for the event.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, a Minnesota program that teaches science, technology, math, and engineering to kids is expanding. Now more students in Duluth will have an opportunity to join.
Low temp in the Twin Ports was 17 degrees. That's colder than normal, but at least one place on the Iron Range tied a record this morning. We'll talk about who and if it'll stick coming up after our break.
Live, local, CBS 3 News at 6 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, local, CBS 3. CBS 3 News is brought to you by Spirit Mountain.
There's something going on at Sammy's. New artists are taking the reins. They're well trained by the old masters. Welcome to the Saucy New.
Do you know what the U of M does for you? From wastewater to surface water, and Minnetonka to Superior. Discover how the University of Minnesota is protecting our state's most precious resource.
Stop by your local Super One Liquor for all your party and gathering needs. With locations throughout the Northland and northern Wisconsin, Super One Liquor has a commitment to delivering outstanding service, variety, and top quality wines and spirits. And don't forget the massive variety of ice-cold beer and beverages, all at the low prices you've grown to expect. Visit superoneliquor.com anytime to view our weekly ads and in-store specials.
So stop by your local Super One Liquor store. Come for the service. Leave with the savings.
Hi, I'm Stephen Ray. Miners National Bank has been helping homeowners for over 115 years. We offer conventional, FHA, VA, raw land, and construction loans. Apply now, minersmortgage.com. Miners National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
With the Honda Civic, fun and sporty can also be practical and efficient. That's because the Civic LX has more horsepower than the Toyota Corolla L, Nissan Sentra S, and Hyundai Elantra SE, and more passenger space than the Corolla L, Sentra S, and Elantra SE. With standard Honda sensing, a suite of safety and driver-assisted features. It's the whole package in one stunning wrapper. And it's why you made the Civic the best-selling compact car in America. Visit your Lake Superior Honda dealer and test drive a Honda today.
Great Lakes Stone.
Not only are we your reliable resource for quality building products in the Northland, we're now offering a full-service installation with our workmanship guarantee. With our network of landscape and masonry professionals standing by to work with our clients, there's still time to get on our schedule for winter. Call or stop in today or schedule an exclusive one-on-one appointment at our website at greatlakestone.com.
Tonight, the team's still fighting. We're going to get them out.
Your extract has been aborted.
There's no way out of here.
Hey, you got awfully quiet. They're reloading.
SEAL team, then.
I'm so honored to share my story.
We don't know who kidnapped her yet.
I have been charged with treason.
We don't get to him now, we've lost her for good. Wasn't a kidnapping. A new SWAT after a new SEAL team tonight on CBS.
CBS3 weather is brought to you by Lulich Implement. Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
The cold air came last night and it really hit with a vengeance in the Hibbing area. Hibbing this morning tied its record low at 5 degrees above zero. Cold snap likely will be with us again tomorrow morning because a reinforcing shot of Arctic high pressure is coming on the heels of a low that's bringing some towns a chance for more snow here tonight. Then for the weekend, it will get slightly warmer, but only shortly and only briefly because by Veterans Day, back to the cold. And we'll talk about how long that cold snap will last with our 7-day forecast in a couple of minutes. Right now, we have the current conditions at the airport in Duluth where it's 20 above. So comparatively, that's fairly warm, even though it is colder than normal. Relative humidity is 57%. Wind northwesterly, 14 miles per hour. And the air pressure pretty high already at the surface, at least at 30.47 inches of mercury. And with the reinforcing shot of high pressure coming in, higher readings tomorrow, likely. And kicking up some winds a little bit and dropping down the temperatures. Right now we have 19 in Watersmeet, 20 straight up for Ironwood, low 20s from Ashland to Hayward, upper teens in Solon Springs, and 20 in Superior, upper teens. Moose Lake, mid-teens towards Hibbing Chisholm, Grand Rapids, upper teens, 18 for International Falls and Ely and Silver Bay, and up the Gauntlet just a little bit. Low temps tomorrow again, falling into the teens, and single digits cannot be ruled out for a few places. Then come Monday when the second cold wave comes around, single digits for everybody are likely. Now, let's talk about the Upper Peninsula here. From the Keweenaw to the east, there is a winter weather advisory going on there because they could get about 2 inches of snow, mostly lake effect. We're seeing some of that right now. For the rest of us, well, maybe just a chance for flurries overnight, 30 to 40% chance for snow showers. We're seeing a few of those centered around the head of the lakes. Probably nothing too major then for most of us, though some of this snow activity could spill into the rest of the South Shore where they could get a trace to an inch there. So if you're in the snow belt, you got a chance for some snow to try to stick, and it will stick because it's cold enough for things to indeed stick as far as snow goes. Chilly conditions. Here comes that second shot of higher pressure that's charging in tonight. And so even though the South Shore has the best chance for the snow, the rest of us have a pretty good chance for a partly cloudy sky tomorrow. Then flurries are possible for the weekend as a new low pressure system comes to call, but hopefully that one warms us up a little bit. Tonight in Minnesota, low temps drop into the teens, 30% chance for flurries. In Wisconsin and Michigan, about 12 to 16, 40% chance for the snow showers there, with the better of the chances for folks in the UP and the snow belt. For tomorrow, partly cloudy sky, Wisconsin, Michigan highs low to mid 20s. In Minnesota, high temps about 20 to 25, slightly warmer by the lake, and with a partly cloudy sky. Now, the weekend might be a little warmer. Friday, we go up to 30. Look at that, 35 on Saturday. Even though that's still 5 degrees cooler than normal, that's the best we'll get for the week ahead. A couple of snow showers possible Saturday, Sunday. Then temperatures drop by Veterans Day. 5 for the morning low, 18 for the high, and only partial improvement as the rest of the week unfolds.
Well, I'll tell you what, my dog was quick in and out this morning to go outside because it was cold.
And Louis is well insulated.
He is.
When you go to the Veterans Day parade here in Duluth on Monday morning, bundle up and cheer on our vets.
We sure will. Thanks, Dave.
8 crime charges have been filed against a 62-year-old man accused of throwing acid on a South Milwaukee man. Clifton Blackwell is accused of throwing acid on Mahoud Viales on Friday after an argument over parking. He is now charged with first-degree reckless injury, use of a dangerous weapon, and hate crime. The victim is now recovering from second-degree burns. He says his attacker accused him of being in the country illegally. A search of Blackwell's home uncovered several bottles of multiple types of acid, 2 bottles of clean-out drain opener, and other harmful substances.
Wisconsin lawmakers are considering a bill that would require schools to teach cursive writing. Members of the Assembly's State Affairs Committee were told today writing in cursive can help children read and create neurological connections. The bill would require schools incorporate cursive in elementary curriculums with the goal of having students write legibly in cursive by the end of 5th grade. State education officials estimate public and charter schools would have to spend millions of dollars for student materials annually and thousands more for teacher training in the first year of the requirement.
Helping dreams take flight. That's the goal of Starbase Minnesota, which is about to undergo a big expansion right here in Duluth. The groundbreaking for the project was held at the 148th Fighter Wing Base this morning. Starbase aims to get teens interested in science, engineering, technology, and math. The expansion allows every 5th grade student in the Duluth Public School District to the STEM building at the 148th Fighter Wing Base, where they will take part in different lessons and activities.
So many STEM industries here in the community, such as medical, aviation, information technology, even the 148th Fighter Wing here. Our hope is that by inspiring them at the 5th grade level, that they'll continue on with STEM subjects as they go into middle school and then high school beyond that.
Congressman Pete Stauber was also at today's groundbreaking.
Well, things are feeling festive in Duluth tonight. The Duluth Salvation Army is hosting its Red Kettle Carnival at Bentleyville, and it's underway right now. This is a live look at Bayfront Park. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Tonight's event is free to attend. However, anyone who brings a non-perishable food item or a new toy will be able to go under the main tree. The tree stands at 128 feet tall and features 150,000 lights coordinated to music. The carnival kicks off the Salvation Army's Christmas season in the local area. It runs tonight from 5 to 8 p.m., so you still have some time to get down there. Bentleyville Tour of Lights begins their season on November 23rd.
Begins in a couple weeks, but man, it looks like it's already mostly ready.
I know.
Yeah.
They were setting up the UMD championship sign for the 2nd year in a row.
That's fun.
Exciting.
Isn't that nice that they get to just, reuse this the same championship? All right, we can use it. Speaking of the Bulldogs, it's a big weekend for them ahead. For the first time in a while, they might be the underdogs. We'll tell you why next.
Northwest Outlet, your winter clothing headquarters for men, women, and kids.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Toyota. New state-of-the-art dealership. Same President's Award-winning service. KohlerToyota.com.
Starting noon on Thursday, Preview Homes Veterans Day sale and save up to 15% on sale prices. Plus, get free shipping and zero down, no interest financing till 2021. Beat the crowds with our Preview Thursday 12 to 9, then 2 big days Friday and Saturday during Homes Veterans Day sale.
I'm Dr. Amy Van Straten with St. Luke's Obstetrics and Gynecology Associates. I have 2 daughters. They'll ask me when I get home from work, did I help any babies come out and what are their names? And then they will like to evaluate if that was a good name or not. With robotic technology, it's very rewarding to be able to do difficult surgeries through small incisions and see patients recover so quickly. When a patient comes to St. Luke's, I feel like they really get personalized care, and it's really rewarding to see patients absolutely loving their care.
At Marshall, we know that paying independent school tuition is a real commitment for families, and we want to make the Marshall experience possible for anyone who wants to attend. That's why Marshall awards over $2 million of financial aid each year. We know that families have budgets, and it's our goal to work within those budgets in a way that makes sense for everybody. When we partner together, we invest in your child's future. To find out more, contact us or join us at our open house on Tuesday, November 12th.
Bad River Lodge and Casino is multiplying points like crazy in November. Every Sunday and Thursday, get 4 times the points from 8 a.m. to 2 a.m. That'll point you in the right direction, and we'll see you at Bad River Lodge and Casino.
If you're looking for the best place to pick up a pizza, might we recommend the place with pizza in the name? Call Pizza Hut now to pick up a large 3-topping pizza for just $7.99. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
It's Truck Month in the Northland, where we take on every tough job, any rough terrain, and no matter what comes our way, we keep on trucking. Yeah, we're tougher up here, and there's only one brand of truck built to keep up. During Truck Month, get up to $9,250 cash back on a Ford F-150 or lease F-150 for just $299 a month. Only at your local Northland Ford dealer.
The best relationships all have a few things in common. They're dependable. They want what's best for you. They come in all shapes and sizes. But most importantly, the best relationships are built to last. You and Blue.
During the Veterans Day sale at Home Sleep Express, save up to $600 in factory savings on iComfort and Tempur-Pedic. Plus, no interest financing for 6 years, free delivery, and up to a $300 merchandise bonus. During our Veterans Day sale at Home Sleep Express.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
It is the weekend that the UMD Bulldog men's hockey team and fans have most likely been looking forward to. NCHC League play starts this weekend, and the Bulldogs start their conference play out in likely what is the most difficult way possible. It'll be a battle of two nationally ranked teams, both in the top 10, no less, this weekend at Amsoil Arena. The number 7 ranked Bulldogs play host to the undefeated number 1 ranked Denver Pioneers. Now, the last time the Bulldogs met the Pioneers, UMD handed them a 3-0 loss in the NCHC Frozen Face-Off a few months ago. So you know that this is a team ready to come out swinging this Friday night.
Good, we're underdogs finally, you know. They should be excited because we didn't play last weekend and we're coming off 2 big wins, and it's amazing when different teams come in, the energy level goes up, so hopefully we can keep that through the week and into the weekend, and I just hope that that can carry over into the weekend because we're going to need to be at our best. They're playing right now, and they're riding an 8-game winning streak, and are probably feeling very, very confident in how they're playing, and they should because they're a good team.
Watch both games this weekend as the Bulldogs welcome in the Pioneers for their first league game of the year. Puck drop is at 7:07 both Friday and Saturday on My 9 Sports. I will be rinkside and delivering intermissions reports both evenings. In some coaching news announced today, Wade Chiodo has officially been announced as the newest Grand Rapids hockey coach. Chiodo takes over for Chris Marianucci, who resigned last month. Chiodo was most recently the head boys coach over at Bemidji High School, where he was named Class A Coach of the Year back in 2015. He also played for Bemidji State from 2001 to 2004. Well, to the gridiron, since 1991, the Superior football team has been to level 3 of the WIAA playoffs just one time, and that was back in 2014. Well, this year they're back, and thanks to a massive upset win over Division II top-seeded Pulaski after being down 20-0 at one point in the first half. Spartan quarterback Jarrett Gronsky put the team on his back in the second half, throwing for a miraculous touchdown to Chris Hoyvik, and then running the go-ahead score with just a few minutes to go. Superior says their belief level right now is at an all-time high.
It's an awesome feeling, you know, and you're feeling it because you want this experience for the kids and everybody that's been involved and all the hard work that everybody's put in, and it's fun to see that paying off.
I think our team effort in the second half really was something that we've never done before, and to be a part of this team and that type of energy, it was just a crazy experience for everybody here.
It means a lot, you know. I just love being a part of this team, you know. Just come out here every day and know that we beat the number 1 seed out. That's kind of cool.
They'll take on 3-seeded Kaukauna on Saturday at DC Everest. We got a lot of high school football on tap this weekend. Going to be good. And they have one game in Minnesota left before, if they win, they'll get to the bank, and then they're indoors. Ooh. So a lot is on the line.
Yeah, bundle up if you're going to watch some football.
No kidding.
All right. Thanks for joining us tonight.
We'll see you at 10.